Alright, my captains, so since the story seems to be actually moving on now towards Project Stigma and Kevin as the main villain, I wanted to create this video for you to explain for you who is Kevin and what is exactly Project Stigma. But before we start, if you are new here and you want to stay updated with everything new about Honkai Impact 3rd, make sure to subscribe my channel and turn on the notification bell beside it, and if you enjoy the video, make sure to hit that like button. Now, without any further ado, let's just get started. And by the way, if you think that I missed anything important, let us know about it in the comments section below, because I want this video to be as useful as possible for all the captains to understand what we are up to. However, now let's get started. Who is Kevin? Well, Kevin is actually one of the greatest, if not the greatest, human hero from the previous era. He survived the previous era, and now he is actually one of the absolute strongest characters in the entire universe, or in the entire game. Anyways, in the previous era, he liked actually a girl called May. And no, it's not the May that we have in the current era, it's actually a May from the previous era. And let's call her Dr. May, because that's what the fanbase call her, or the majority of the fanbase call her. So basically, we will call her Dr. May. So he liked Dr. May, or he loved actually Dr. May so much. And because of how smart she was, the Fire Moth actually hired her to fight Honkai. And because of that, he wanted, and because of how much Kevin loved actually Dr. May, he wanted to stay beside her and protect her, and therefore he actually offered the Fire Moth to join them to fight Honkais. And when he joined them, he received some modifications to his body that lowered, unfortunately, his body temperature so much that he couldn't actually make any contact with any human, any close contact with any human, including, unfortunately, Dr. May. Now, that was a very big problem. However, the biggest problem is the fact that the previous era was destroyed, unfortunately, by the final Harsher. And that caused the death of Dr. May. However, Dr. May, because of how smart she was, she didn't just die like that. She left some plans for humanity and the survivors of the previous era to carry on to defeat Harshers. Now, unfortunately, Kevin tried to do all of the plans and none of them was successful, except the last plan he is right now doing, and basically the last plan is Project Stigma. And the catchphrase of Project Stigma is, humanity must defeat Honkais at any cost. At any cost. I think that this explains for you what we are up to, right? So what is Project Stigma? Project Stigma is actually exposing humanity to Honkai energy so that humans would be able to develop stigmas so that they would be strong enough to fight Honkais. Now, the problem with Project Stigma is the fact that this is going actually to cause high casualties, or extremely high casualties, between humans, basically killing 98% of humanity just so that the rest of the 2% of humanity would be strong enough to fight Honkais. And even then, we don't know if they are going to be strong enough to defeat Honkais. Yes, they will be strong enough to fight Honkais, but we don't know if they are going to be strong enough to defeat Honkais. So basically, this is the major problem with Project Stigma. It is going to cause basically casualties that not even Honkais are causing right now to humanity, just so that the rest or the survivors are going to be strong enough actually to fight Honkais. The second problem is actually the fact that the absolute majority, maybe even 1.7% of the survivors, are going to be actually women. And basically the absolute majority of the casualties are going to be between men, because it is easier for women actually to develop stigmas than it is for men. And that's why you see that all of the or the majority of the Valkyries are actually women or girls. So that's why it is going to be actually extremely hard to reproduce humanity. After you caused all this casualty to humanity, you want to reproduce humanity, right? You don't want it to stay at 2%. You want it to return as big as it was before. So it will be extremely hard. So it will be actually extremely hard after causing all of these casualties in humanity to reproduce it and basically rebuild it as big as it was before. And this is the second problem with Project Stigma. So you can see that it is actually an incredibly bad project to handle, and basically it's going to cause more casualties than actually what it is going to cause as win. So why is Kevin actually carrying it on? Well, Kevin believes in Dr. May most likely, and his heart broken basically might be causing him to want to do anything to succeed as one of May's plan. Maybe that would make him happy because it is Dr. May who saved actually humanity. This is just my opinion about why he is carrying it. But the second reason is the fact that he doesn't believe actually that humanity, with how divided it is right now, could actually beat Honkais. After all, in the previous era, humanity was actually united, and they fought together against Honkais, and they still lost. So how could the current humanity, with how divided it is, beat actually the Honkais? It's impossible in his eyes, and therefore he believed that the only hope for us, after doing all of the plans that Dr. May had and all of them failed, he believed that the only hope for humanity to defeat Honkais is basically through Project Stigmas. And basically, even though this is going to cause so many casualties between humans, he still believes that it is worth it to defeat actually Honkais, because we humans need actually to defeat Honkais, otherwise Honkais are going to destroy the current era as well. And therefore, even though we are going to lose 98% of humanity, we still are going to protect the current era, and we are going actually to be able to defeat Honkais. So that's why he believes that it is still worth it. Now, is it worth it in your opinion? Let me know your opinion about it in the comments section below. Do you think that we can actually, as divided humans, defeat Honkais, although as united humans we couldn't actually defeat it in the previous era? And do you think that what Kevin is doing right now is right or wrong? In my opinion, it is wrong, because killing humans is never right. Like, seriously. So imagine killing 98% of humans just so that you can actually carry on a plan that you don't even know if it is going actually to succeed or not. Even if it has actually the highest chance of success between all of the plans that we have right now, I still believe that the casualties that it is going to cause are more than enough to prove that it is actually a failure from the beginning, without even actually testing if it is going to success or not. Because even if it actually do success, I don't think that it is a success after killing 98% of humanity and having big problems with actually reproducing the humanity that you just killed. So yeah, basically this is my opinion about Project Stigma. Let me know your opinion about it in the comments section below. And I can't wait to see actually what is going to happen in the story, whether we are going to go directly to Kevin or if we are going to have some filler, maybe chapters talking about what is going to happen with Kalin now that she is revived in one of the bubble universes, or if we are going to go through maybe the relationship between Kiana and Durandal. That would be actually pretty magnificent. Even the story about Kalin would be really awesome. But we will see if they are going actually to go through these filler stories or if they are going just directly to go to Kevin and Project Stigma. Anyways, with that being said, that was everything for today. I hope that you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends so that they can enjoy it too. And if you got any useful information from this video, or if you enjoyed it, make sure to subscribe my channel and turn on the notification bell beside it so that you stay notified with everything new about Honkai Impact 3rd. And with that being said, see you as always in the next video of Honkai Impact.